Hello and welcome back to Stationeers Mars Getting Started Guide. In today's episode, I will be hopefully solving two problems by building a heat exchanger. Yes, the two problems being solved is that the water in these tanks is too cold to be able to be used for, water supply. However, and also hydroponics. And the second problem is that the room itself is too hot on occasions. So by building a heat exchanger between the water tank and the room itself, by building radiators using the water to be actually as a coolant, I think I will be able to solve those both problems at the same time. This idea came from one of my commenters on the previous video, a user named HotBlackDesiat042. Thank you for that comment. He gave another comment which pointed another problem to me, and he said I don't believe I have ever made a liquid pipe heater or gas pipe heater for that matter. Like all heaters, they believe I consume 1 kilowatts per tick, which can be quite costly in the early game. Fully agree with you, buddy. However, I didn't go exactly for the solution between the hot furnace exchange and the actual cold water exchange, but I wanted to use the exchange between the room itself, which is actually quite hot, and the water tank, which is quite cool, and thus solving two problems with the same solution. Hopefully it will be as good as this. So as you're watching now, what I'm doing is I'm dismantling the entire solution. I'm going to make a complete mess of this room briefly, but bear with me. In the end, I think we will be able to tick off both boxes, where we will actually have cold ices coming into the tank and a water radiators circulating. So think of it like central heating. We are making this room central heating. So yeah, what can I say? Even on Mars we use the benefits from today's technology of radiators. Really common, nothing out of the ordinary. However, we'll see how it goes. So, okay, the cleaning is almost complete, and the idea behind this is that I really wanted to build here a, crossing, because this will be the main crossing for the heating system. Here, the cold water will be entering directly the tank, so I need to find a tank stand. Actually, where it is? Liquid tank connector. Yes, that's the one that I'm looking for. So, we'll be putting that one, and the icy cold water that will be coming from outside will be flowing directly into this. And in this small, crossing, it will be mixing with the hot water that will be circulating in the room to actually, well, it won't be actually hot water, it will be more like lukewarm water, which should hopefully keep the temperature of this hydroponics bay down. Now, that's the plan. I'm planning to use two pumps. I believe that you, Hot Black Desert, mentioned that I should use a one-way valve. I've never used it, so maybe I'll change it on in the future. I'll double check, depending on how the successful this design is, because honestly, I have no idea. I'm trying it now. So, yes, two pumps, both will be set to 50 liters, and this is also an idea so I can automate it later. However, this should be a much more efficient solution compared to the tiny wall heater and wall cooler. I'm still gonna keep them around until I fully test the solution and see if it's working as intended. However, I really need to understand first how it works. But first things first. Now, I actually need to go outside and fix the incoming pipe, because I want to make almost like, a circular design where the water will be circulating around the room. So that means that this incoming pipe needs to be on a different place. So yeah, let me grab the pipes, and I'm gonna be placing it further down the road, and here it's gonna go inside. There we go. So as you can see, these also two pumps act as a wall, or like a shield wall between the cold water that is going from outside from the ice crusher directly into the pumps, into the storage tank, and between the hot water that will be circulating outwards. And the reason for me dismantling this is I will want to also somehow connect the power to these pumps, and I just realized that will be going through the pipe, directly through the window, beneath the window rails. And I cannot have both. So yeah, I figured it's better that the water goes a little bit, you know, further out rather than the... It's just a matter of preference, I guess. Right, so that thing is connected. Let's get back inside and continue building this circle that we had in mind. Or, let's say, the radiator network. Central heating, yay! Alright, so, water pipes around the block. My idea is to go fully around the room, so like literally, and that's why I actually removed the wall shelf. Because I want this to be a big outer loop, because inside I hope to cram in a lots of, you know, hydroponics modules, so this room should get fairly hot. Now, whether or not I will need the cold, very cold water, or it shall be this lukewarm water enough, that remains to be seen. So, yeah, right now it's just a matter of laying in the pipes all around. And come to think of it, maybe these pipes might be a problem because of the pressurization tanks. Oh, yeah, I'll actually examine that later on. Through the magic of editing, I'll probably just hop on when this area is done. Okay, almost complete. And actually, I'm thinking on this wall, just above this, I will have a control panel that will be telling me what the temperature of the water in those pipes are. The temperature and the pressure. So we'll set up sort of like a mini monitoring station on that wall. Alright. Okay, I think it's time to return the shelf. Hold on. Can I be putting the shelf back? Not the shelf, the locker, not the shelf medium. Okay, this one, I guess. That's the one I've been using. Okay, so it cannot go underneath. You know what? Scratch that. I'm gonna make a small, you know, adjustment. All right. We're gonna be placing those pipes still around the... You cannot place it here? Oh, it's a matter of cubicle. Although it would fit, yeah.
Hydration critical.
All right. Yeah. This needs a little bit of fixing. I'm gonna dismantle this and actually just make a circle around it. It's a matter of iterative design. You make mistakes along the way and then you have to correct them. Well, obviously. Alright, so here on this wall I actually want to make my, you know, water bottle parts. So I want to have my water tanks to be able to connect with a water bottle filler. And I'm going to press it from below. So this is just moved from that side panel where I had everything on. I'm just going to move it over here. This is where I will be controlling the water, so to say. There we go. A couple of bottles and a tank here. Let's just connect these things up. No, don't deconstruct the steel frame, please. Alright, you to connect. There we go, like this. And then connect downwards toward... Hold on. Ooh, yeah, like that. Thank you. And then here. Good. So now you're connected to the lukewarm network. And that should be good enough, because that water will be good enough for drinking and for even portable shenanigans of whatever sort possible. So, time to attach the tank. There we go. Come on. Stick it. Goody goody. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Oh, I don't see anymore the pressure. Yeah, well, I'll just live with it, I guess. Alright, now then, what I need is the radiators. Those I will place actually strategically in the different corners of the room, because I want the room to be heated more or less equally. We'll see if this idea will hold, because I'm thinking if I'm placing that in different places in the room, hopefully the temperatures will equalize, you know, sooner, rather than having various cubicles in the room of different temperatures. That's what I'm kind of shooting for. Alright, and I may place another one here actually. So the heat exchange should be handling between the room and this lukewarm pipe network, which is used for drinking and, I mean, hydroponics as well, because there will be a branching off here. So now we need to actually connect these pumps. These pumps need to be able to be powered. So you're gonna go this way. So this is the reason why I didn't have the water pipes going on that window. So you turn around, you connect, thank you, you connect now. I'm connecting on the invisible here, so I just want to make sure that I have connected it correctly. Straight one, yes, and you should be connecting to these two machines, thank you. Oh, right, I need the, wire cutters. Good. These are connected, perfect. So, I need to just connect the second one, and I know that the cable can go through the pipe. What it cannot go, the two pipes cannot go through each other, so the water and the gas pipes cannot go through each other, which actually makes perfect sense, and I mean, there we go. So now let's check. 50 liters, 50 liter, does it work? Yes it does. Does it work? Yes it does. Okay, so the pumps are working, and look at the temperature already dropping, 23 degrees. Perfect. So that means that the temperature reaction is almost instantaneous. So yeah, let's see, the temperature of the water is 5 degrees, and as the pumps are working, the external temperature of the room should be coming down when the temperature of the pipes should be going up. Yes, yep, see, 22 degrees, so the temperature is dropping, and it's dropping actually faster than it was with the wall cooler, I would say. Good enough, and the pressure is a little bit building in those pipes, which is also to be expected, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna close this one, and also we can regulate by pressure by running off those two pumps separately. So when you're using it at both times, then the water is circulating. When we're using one of them, then we're either pressurizing or depressurizing the whole central heating system, so to say. And actually, I need to remove this radiator from here, because here I envisage to have the analysis station. So I'm going to stick this radiator here rather, and I'm going to be placing then the pipe analyzer. I think I actually made one. So I'm actually gonna place this one. I'm gonna turn it the other way around, I think. Because power-wise, I need to drag the power from somewhere, and I can actually drag it from this side onwards. Yeah, here I have the power cables. Yeah, I'm gonna drag the power under the window all the way up here, which means that you, sir, need to be oriented differently. Handrail required to disconnect. Okay, handrail it is. Turn it around. There we go. So, I just need to be able to connect this cable. There we go. And connect it all the way to the previous section. So, let's go, and here it is. Good. And here I think I need the wire cutters. There we go. The lights flicked for a second, which means that you should have power now, do you? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, time to set up the monitoring station, and the monitoring station shall be on the floor, because I was thinking to actually have multiple things being monitored on this wall. I want to have it like a sort of a console wall, if you will. We should be monitoring here. First things first, what I'm setting up now is the actually monitoring of the water temperature and the pressure of the water in those, central heating systems. So we have here two console kits, which I'm going to be placing here. There we go. Then we need two circuit boards gas display. Despite the fact that it's water, I mean, it's still sort of like gas, I guess. It's a liquid, technically. I don't think that there is a liquid display, though. So but the gas display works, just for your information. So now we need to splice in the cable to connect it. There we go, that's 1 and 2. Good, and then we'll drag this onwards because there will be multiple panels showing multiple information. That being said, I just want to connect water pipes from here to be able to start building the hydroponics section. So actually this needs to be connected to our lukewarm network, and that's the idea. So with one actually solution, I'm solving multiple problems. Having water warm enough that it can, you know, be there for the plants, or almost warm enough. Having the room cold enough so that it can be, I mean, I could be making it completely wrong, but so far it seems like a good idea at the time. Have you tried this setup? If you have, let me know in the comments below what problems I can expect. So later on you get a chance to say, I told you so, GrunfWorks. By the way, guys, I am also, if you really like what I'm doing here, I would cordially invite you to, you know, boop the like button and put a comment of what you think should be done, what are your suggestions, feedback, and if you have tried out, I'm really eager to hear your thoughts. So leave that like, and it helps me with the almighty algorithm, so I know that what I'm doing is actually making a difference. Right, that thing being said, let's continue with this build. So just a little bit, I've been probably the last 3 episodes or 4 I've been rebuilding this hydroponics things. I'm hoping that this is actually the last one, so we can go into the more fun stuff like, I don't know, let's say atmospherics a little bit more, gas filtration and all that jazz. Here I want to be separating this network due to the temperature reasons, because all the plants, they want a stable temperature. So I'm still gonna place a valve here. This will be probably a digital valve in the future, and I will still place a liquid heater. And this is just for, you know, as a safety precaution. I hope I won't need to use it, but if I need a small, you know, boost in the temperature when the cold water enters the system, I might need to be able to, you know, keep it at a reasonable level. So, there we go. Oh, hold on. Yeah, how I'm gonna connect this to the other section. No, I'm actually gonna remove it. Hold on. Cabling, the bane of my life. Now, there we go. Place it here. Good. Another one. Circle. That way. Yes. That way. Good. And now all it matters to connect the straights, and we are golden. There we go. Perfect. Now, that thing being said, what's the temperature of water in the pipes? Can I just check somehow? Actually, I could put the wall panel here because this bothers me to no avail. Come on, wall panel. There we go, composite wall. Perfect. Much nicer now, isn't it? All right. So, that being said, let's finish up these gas displays. Good. I needed to craft some glass panels, and, you know, I'm just lazy to go outside, so I think it's better that we just connect this as is. Right. Renamer. We're gonna call this water. Actually, there are multiple things that I could call water. So let's say cooling water. Yes. So this is supposed to be the cooling water. Good. All right, and let's take the, you know, the floppy. For those of you that are as ancient as I am, you know what this 3.5-inch floppy it is. So this is a liquid pipe analyzer, so it should be cooling water analyzer. Pipe analyzer, yeah. All right, good. And now, oh look, it's daytime. Wonderful. So soon enough we'll configure this, and let's stick it in there, turn it on. This will be the mode pressure, good. And I want to be taking the data from the cooling water pipe analyzer, which you can barely resemble here, but that should be enough. Good. Pressure, not a number. And you know why? I forgot to turn the damn thing on. See? Now it works. Good. So if you get a none, that means either you don't have a you are not connected to the pipe analyzer, or actually then you wouldn't be getting this, but the pipe analyzer maybe not on. Yeah. And the cooling water temperature 8.5 degrees. So it's still a little bit too cold for the hydroponics, and that's why I had to have a separate, you know, heater there. But I guess that's good enough. And come think of it, I should probably move this loop somewhere in the middle. Oh, I need to eat something. Yeah. Hungry. Good. Let's see. The temperature of the water here should probably be also 8 degrees. Let's see. Yeah, 8.1. It's the same. So see, this is the reason why I wanted to close this section off, because then I can use this wall heater to heat much smaller area and thus be much more efficient, so that I can plant in the corn so that it is temperature a little bit nicer. Also, I have decided to revamp at least that this pipe for central heating doesn't go next to the window, but rather through the central area, because I will need some gas intakes pipe on the other side. So rather than do something stupid, I'm just going to be placing something here, and that would be like this T section. And the radiators can stay there for all I care, because I'll need something for pressurization and depressurization. Alright, pipe radiators. I'm actually gonna stick one more here, and maybe the two of you actually I'm gonna move. So much about my section of having, you know, completely separate side for the wall heaters. Yeah, well, that happens. Alright, so this section will be heating much more than the other one. That's life, I guess. Alright, now, that being said, you know, it seemed perfectly reasonable at the time when I was building it, but I digress. So, my ramblings aside, this now looks like something that can be done. So, actually here I will need to be putting the repressurization system. Good, because 9. Yeah, as you can see, the sun will be also heating the room, and when there are multiple plants, they will be heating the room quite quickly, so I need a really efficient solution. Hopefully this will be it. Alright. So, guys, actually, I think it's time that we wrap it up for this episode. Let me know if this has been helpful to you. Let me know if this is the way that you guys do things. And in the next episode, we'll probably do a little bit more things. But in the meantime, smash that like button, and I will see you all in the next episode of our Getting Started guide. Thank you for watching. This is GrunfWorks, signing off.